Hello, everybody, and welcome back to This Board Game Life. Today, I'm doing an unboxing of Finca. This is from Pandasaurus Games, and this was actually just recently re-released. I guess that's tough to say right now. And this game is.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to This Board Game Life.
There we go. I can hear myself talking on my phone. Sorry about that. Anyways, this was designed by Wolfgang Sankar and Ralph Zurlind, and the art is actually by Vincent Dutray and Joan Gourdet. And again, as I said, this is published by Pandasaurus Games. Plays 2 to 5 players. About 45 minutes is your play time, and it's in ages 10 and up. So it's really a great family-friendly, everybody game. It's an excellent, I think, almost like a starter game. So let's take a look at what is coming into the box. Now, I will tell you this. This is I have played this several times since I've got it. In fact, Rob, my cohort on this Board Game Life podcast, is the one who introduced me to this game when I went to visit with him. In February of 2024 for what we called this Board Game Life Con #1. That was our first one. It's just him and I getting together and playing board games since we live in different states. So we decided we met every Gen Con. We're going to do it one time in between so that we get to play at least twice a year. So he introduced me to Finca. He has, I think, the original, maybe the first or second printing of the game. I don't recall which he has. But he introduced it. It was one of the first games we played. And I'd never heard of it and instantly fell in love with it and wanted to buy it, and it was out of print. Well, thankfully, I saw this past Gen Con that Pandasaurus was reprinting it, and it is now available. And I was so excited. I pre-ordered it, and but some of the things in here, I put in like game trays and stuff to kind of somewhat sort my stuff. Those do not come in the box. So again, this is an unboxing to show you what comes in the game, but I just want to caveat that there is some game trays which do not accompany this game. Let me put the box, because this is a smaller box. I'm going to leave that over in the corner. All right, so starting off with the rule book. There's not a lot, but again, it has, this is one thing I really love about rules, when they give you a nice 2-page kind of layout, label everything, show you what everything is, and they do a great job of that. There's very good rules, explanations with examples, very colorful. It's only, what is this, 8 pages long, right? And the 8th page is actually telling you how to the end game, and then there's advanced options. So the game did come with a mini expansion. So this is basically telling you how to use the mini expansions in the game. So very nice, clear rules. All right. So this is your windmill. So we'll put that out. You're going to need that. We will be filling it in with the windmill blades. This is a rule book for the expansion that came in at the mini expansion. So this is the drought expansion. It shows you the contents, the setup, and then the new rules for each of the couple of pieces that become part of that. So one of the big differences from my copy that my buddy Rob has is that his board included the windmill, like it was all part of it. So now it's a much smaller board, and your windmill will sit off to the side. And I'm honestly not sure how I feel about that. I kind of think I liked having the board bigger than what it is with this kind of incorporated into it. So his board's probably, kind of an outline like that. And there's a little bit more space, but really this game doesn't need a lot of space. And I suppose this allows it to go into a smaller box by kind of just taking this off the board and separating it out. But it still works. The art's really beautiful, and there's that. So we'll get to this. This is the part of the drought expansion. So you get the little tax collector here, and there's a couple additional pieces that every player gets. It is a what you call a marionette action tile, allows you to do a specific action in the game. So again, I mentioned the game trays. So these are not in the game. These plastic trays do not come in the game. I did it myself, but you basically are putting these, you'll randomly every game mix these tiles up, place them out around your windmill, and so every game will be a little different on how your rondel is set up. That's actually an extra. So these are extras from one of the expansions. Oh, I got lemons and oranges together. Oh, and plums. Oh, the world is ending. So that was weird. Normally I don't have stuff together, but that's the way it is and kind of makes it interesting. Now these extra pieces, you can actually, again, this would all be random. You'd have everything, the backside, you could, if you wanted these tiles in, which gives you, this is the tax collector tile for the drought expansion. And this other one also comes in the drought expansion, but it allows you to basically, if you would swap it out, you could pick any fruit instead of, or any good instead of the one you landed on. So it's kind of a wild, which is nice. So that's going to be on your board. But again, this isn't the how to play. I'm just showing you some of the stuff in here. One of the really nice things is the components. These are the components. This is what you get in the game. These are wood. There's your almond, your grapes. These are really nice wooden components. They did a great job with these. So you can see, again, I got these in things. I've got, oops, there's an almond in the wrong spot. Your plums, the fish, orange, lemons, these are all really nice to use in the game. So those are really nice. Your peoples, everybody will get what, 5 little meeples here that you will, and what you're going to do, they're basically just going to sit here on this board, and everyone will have their little people out. I'm going to lay them flat just to make it to see. I'm just going to throw a couple out here. So for an example, when if I was sitting on this spot and it was my turn to move, I'm yellow, I can move. There's only one person on this blade. That means I can move one space. So I could move here. There's only one person here, so I could move there. If I move this guy, then I collect the resource, but because there's 2 people there, I get 2 lemons. Okay, if I had moved here, I'd get 2 oranges. Same with the pink player. If they had moved here, they'd collect 2 oranges. If this green player just took his one move and went there, you get 1 fish because there's only 1 person. So you would move, and so say I had moved here to get my 2 lemons, my next turn, if the blue character was still there, or even on this blue guy's turn, he now gets to move 2 spaces because there was 2 people, and now because where he lands, there's 2 now, he gets 2 fish. So it's a really neat, and it changes all the time with how people are moving, and sometimes it's pretty cool because sometimes you're just like, I'm sitting here, I need this almond, I need this guy to move so I can move 1 space. And then you're hoping maybe I want 2 almonds, or so maybe I want this guy to move somewhere and then him to stay there so I can move there and get 2 almonds. But then by the time they move, they probably already moved, and now you're going, okay, I finally got there, only got 1. It's a really cool mechanic. I really love the rondel gameplay and how the movement in this works. Additional things you will see, you get donkey carts. These are cards that allow you to, you're basically going around collecting all these items, and you're gonna, once you have enough resources, you can take 6 resources and deliver them out to the villages. The villages will have, there's a big bag of tiles. So these tiles are going to be randomly put out, and let's just say this one's sitting out in this spot. This means you need to deliver 2 fish and 2 grape. So once you have those resources, you put them on the donkey cart, and then you deliver them to there. Now, you can max deliver 6. So I could also, let's just say there was something that, this guy needed 1 lemon, or what's it there? They needed 2 almonds. So I could take 2 fish, 2 grapes, and 2 almonds, put them in my cart, and deliver them to both of these neighborhoods. And then I get the top tiles. Those are, now I'm gaining 6 points. So the top there shows you how many points that are on each. So there's kind of an idea. So you can maximize your cart, deliver as many goods as possible to maximize your points. And then there's going to be 4 tiles basically sitting there. So when you take the top one, you automatically flip the next one over. So everyone knows, okay, now this little town wants one lemon. And then your donkey cart goes back to the supply. All your resources go back into the supply, but you get to keep these guys, and you keep moving around. Once an area like this, once the last tile is taken, you put what's called a finca. These are little town. Basically, it denotes that this region's been complete. No more deliveries to there. And then depending on how many players you have, there's a certain amount of fincas that will come out on the board signifying the end of the game. And there is one additional part. So with the stack of 4 that are going to be here, there's also going to be every one of these little regions or towns will have a little tiny bonus tile. And so what happens is when say that's the very last tile sitting there, as soon as someone delivers 1 lemon, then they go to the bonus tile. And in this case, it's whoever has the most donkey carts available at that time would get a 5-point bonus. There's others like who have delivered the most lemons or oranges. Maybe it's a combination of things. So you will look around, see who has that, and that person gets that. And then again, you put the finca on the board. And that's pretty much it. There are one last thing that is in the game. Again, not the trays, but there are a lot of bonus player actions. So these are all explained in the rule book. You can have one of these, and everyone will have like the same one, but you can do different things. Like maybe you get an extra move on the rondelle, or maybe the marionette one that I talked about, like lets you use someone else's piece. You can move another player's person on the rondelle and take the rewards from that. But those are one-time use kind of special powers, which is really kind of cool. It gives a little additional mix-up to the game. But that's what comes in Finca. It is a fantastic game. Absolutely love it. And I cannot express enough how well this game is. It's a favorite. I've taken it to Game Group a couple times. Everybody has really enjoyed it. This is one of those that's like you can always play, and it is quick. We have not, even with teaching it, you're really there. You can teach this game in a matter of a couple of minutes, and then you're off and running. And I have yet to exceed 45 minutes, maybe an hour on that first game. If everyone new is learning, you might take a little extra time, but once everyone knows, you are definitely, in fact, I think my first game that I taught someone, we came in under the 40. It was like 35 minutes with a teach. So it's fantastic. It's quick. It plays well, and things move quickly. You don't have a lot of downtime in the game, and it's fantastic. So check it out, and be sure to let us know what you thought of Finca, and we'll catch you at the table. Thanks so much.